Hello everyone, this is James here and welcome to another tutorial. Today I will show you how to make an ocean mob farm. This will farm squids, dolphins, cod, and salmon, and we'll get all their drops. It is fairly simple to make. It's not super complicated, it's mainly just large and repetitive. So this simply is a big magma platform. The mobs will spawn in here, they will be dragged down, killed, and then this minecart hopper system will pick them up and then deposit it all into here, which will go into this hopper line, into this chest. As you can see, there's a small amount of loot, but this is from a small amount of time. Also, I will put the materials link in the description. To start off, you need to find a fairly open area in the ocean. This is good enough. This is basically the center of this ocean, but for the tutorial I will make it over here. You're going to want to go down, and this has to be in an ocean. And you're going to make a temporary pillar all the way up to Y130, and this is just going to be how high it's going to be to prevent mobs from spawning in the ocean below. Now, you're going to break this pillar. You're now going to go out 31 blocks on these two sides, so here and here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 31 blocks this way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should end up with this. Now what you're going to do is go to one side and then extend blocks all the way across so they are lined up with that edge block there, and then you're going to connect these up, and what you should get is a 32 by 32 square. Now you're going to fill this all in. Once you have done that, you are going to make a line of blocks on any side, and then on top of that line you are going to place a row of blocks, and then you're going to place 2 rows of blocks behind this, and this is going to be where we have the redstone to turn this on and off, and you're also going to place a block here. Now place a lever here, and then place 12 redstone, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 4 blocks here, a block here, and place 2 redstone here, a repeater here, a repeater here, 2 redstone there, and then you're going to place a redstone here, and then you're going to go out 10 blocks here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then place 4 blocks, a block there, you're going to place redstone here, repeater there, redstone here, repeater, and then place redstone there, and now you're going to place repeaters all along here, facing into these blocks, so these 2 little redstone torches should be facing into here. Once you turn this on, this should all activate. You press it again, should all turn off. And that is what will turn this farm on and off, at least the collection system. And then you're simply going to place torches on these 2 blocks here, a torch on the side here, just to prevent any mob spawns. Then, on the opposite side, parallel to that, you're going to build out 2 blocks here, and place a temporary block and then a block here, and break that block. Then, you're going to extend these all along here. By the way, all these blocks, this whole row is temporary. And then, you're going to place blocks all along here, and then all along here as well. You're going to place 3 blocks here and break this block. Then you're going to extend this all the way across here. And you're also going to extend this across. And then, again, this should be the opposite side parallel to that line of blocks. Then you're simply going to place hoppers all along here, making sure they are all facing downwards. So once you have them all in place, come down here, break all these blocks, make sure they are all pointing downwards, and as you can see, they are. Now we are going to add in the rails. So what we are going to do is go to the side with these blocks here, then go to the edge, and then go out 10 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the 11th block, place a redstone block, and then break this entire row of blocks here, all the way across to this side, and then you are going to fill this all in with redstone blocks. This is just to make sure the rails get powered, and then you're going to place a rail here, and then go out 16 rails, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17th block, place redstone, rail, all of these should be powered, and then same thing again over here, just break all these out, and this will make sure that all the rails are powered because this is really important for the farm, and then extend these out, and then on this block right here, place the normal rail, and then 3 powered rails, a temporary rail here of any type, then place a rail here, break this rail, place a rail here, and then extend this across, back here, and before you reach the end here, you're actually going to temporarily break this whole row of blocks. This is just so we can place some temporary rails here. So place a rail here. It could be normal or powered. And then a powered rail here. Break this rail. Then place it here. And then place a rail here. Break this again. And place it here. And then extend this all the way across till you reach here. And then you're going to break this, place it here, place a rail here, break this and place it here. Also, make sure this is a rail here and a rail there. And then place powered rails here. And then you're going to do this back and forth across the entire farm. Once you are done, it should look like this now. You're going to place all the blocks on the side with all these repeaters back, because we only need to break them temporarily. And as you can see, they are all lined up perfectly. They do not go over here. And now we need to set up the minecart hopper unloaders. Oh, well, we should probably actually add in the hopper minecarts themselves first. That might be helpful, you know, like, we probably need something to unload. But first, we need to set up the actual place that the items in the hopper minecarts will be unloaded to. So we need to go under these hoppers and place a dropper, and make sure it's not a dispenser, facing towards that side but underneath the farm. So just place a row of them, all facing this way, right under the hoppers. Basically, anything that is unloaded will end up in these droppers, which will end up in another hopper line shortly. And then we need to place a line of blocks under here. And then we need to go 2 blocks down from here, and then we need to place a block here and go out 3 blocks, and then what we are going to do is place a temporary block here, and then a chest right here, another chest here, and I lost my glass. So if you want to, you can also add another chest here, and you could even add more chests here. If you are adding that many chests, you are going to want to place hoppers facing into each of those. You're also going to want to place 3 blocks here. Then you're going to extend this hopper line right here all the way across, and this will pick up all the items. So simply extend this across. All these should be chained towards that chest, and then it will funnel down there. Once that's full, it'll go into this chest. Now, we need to get glass out, since I dropped mine. And we are going to place some here, and then place it all along here, just covering up the hoppers, and then place a couple there. And this will be what protects the items from flying everywhere. Then we are also going to extend this across so we can easily access our lever to turn the rails on and off. And just to test it out, if I press this, all these turn on, all these go, and should probably add some blocks here so they don't go flying off the edge. Yeah, that would help. So, you do need to place blocks there. My bad. Great. Now I have to push these all back. Well, that's nice. And I am going to turn this off. Okay, hold on. Let me fix my little situation I created. Also, place a torch right here. So you now need to place blocks under here, and now you're going to break out this row of blocks between here. It should make a little C shape, and you're going to extend this across. And then you'll probably want to temporarily break all of these blocks here as well. And you're going to place comparators with these two little redstone torches facing these blocks with rails on them all the way across here, and make sure this little redstone torch is not on, make sure it is off, and just place those across. If you accidentally turn it on like this, turn it off, and then we can add the blocks back after. So just place the blocks back here, and then what you're going to want to do after that is crouch and place a sticky piston facing downwards behind this comparator. And then you're going to extend these across as well, the same length as the comparators. And then you're going to place observers under those sticky pistons with the eyes, or like the red dots, facing outwards. And you're going to go under here and place observers with the red dots facing towards these blocks. And basically, when that sticky piston is pushed down, it will start an observer clock. And then we also need to go back here and place a row of blocks under here, like so. And then place redstone torches on all of these observers. And whenever you place them, you should hear a dropper go off, but hopefully nothing in it. And then that is most of our unloader system done. Now we also have to add redstone torches on all these pistons here, around the back side facing away from the farm, and place a temporary, well, not temporary, place a block on top of the torch, and then extend this all the way across here. And then on top of these pistons, place repeaters with those two redstone torches facing this block. It should turn on the rails, and it should get powered in a couple seconds. There we go. And then extend it across. By the way, all of the repeaters in this farm need to be on one tick, so they need to look like this with a little space in between. They shouldn't look like this, this, or this. Now, you're almost done with this unloader system. Now, you're just going to add slabs on top of here, and this will just prevent any mob spawns, which is nice because having mobs attacking you when you're checking your storage system is not nice. Also, I am assuming you have an elytra or can get up here in some way, because I did not include any blocks or ladders to get up here in the materials list. But if you do not have an elytra or any way up here, just place a pillar all the way down. And if there's any land in sight, just make like a bridge over to it, or you could just swim over here with a boat. Well, row over here with a boat. Then you're going to make a 32 block high pillar here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then, facing towards the farm here, going towards that lever, you're going to place a block and a torch, and then 3 blocks above the torch, and break these 2 blocks. Then go out 2 on this side, 1 on this side, 1 on this side, 1 on this side. Fill this in here, and then place a torch right here. This is going to be your AFK platform, and then you're going to also add ladders all the way up, just so you can easily get up here. Even with elytra, it's really helpful. Now, the final step is to cover all these rails in magma blocks and build up a wall around here and add water. And that is actually the spawning place itself. So place a temporary block here, and then a magma block here, and break the temporary block. And then you're simply just going to cover all of these rails in magma blocks, except for this rail here and these 3 rails. Those will not be covered, but everything else should. And once you have filled that in, you're going to want to place a temporary block here, and then 3 glass blocks here, break that, and then you're simply going to make a 3 block high glass block wall surrounding the entire magma block platform. And then once you're done with that, you're going to need to fill the entire thing with water. So simply place water all along the edge here on this bottom layer, and then place it all along this edge as well. And what should happen is it should all flow into the center, and it should form a huge infinite water source. And it's taking a little while, but it should finish soon. My game is just a little laggy when I record. And it is done. It is all filled in, all water sources. And then you're going to place water onto sides like this on the next layer up as well. And of course, you guessed it, that will flood the next layer. And then once it is finished flooding, do the exact same thing to the next layer up, and then you are done. And mobs should now begin to spawn once you are done with it. And to turn it on, you simply press this lever here. As you can see, any drops in here will be picked up by these hopper minecarts. Once I get over here, they will all be unloaded. As you can see, those ones over there are being unloaded. And items should soon begin to come into these chests here. And then once this chest and this hopper fill up, this chest will begin filling. As you can see, we have some fish in here. As you can see, if they have items in them, they will just completely not move and just unload until they're out of items, which is really convenient, as you can see. Whenever these have items in them, they just stop and unload, and will get dropped out into the hopper line. As you can see, any that have items will stop, but if they do not, they will not. And then, to turn it on, just wait until there are no hopper minecarts around here. It might take a little while, but it prevents it from breaking. And then, once there are none, and they're all in this kind of area, all of these rails should turn off. And once these come over here, they should just stop here, and then they will be docked. And I know it does activate cheats, but if you do not want mobs spawning in here, you can go in your settings, and then scroll down and turn mob spawning off. That will prevent all spawns in this. But besides from that, there's no way to do so. If you want to get squids in every location, and dolphins, and not just cod and salmon. You need to stand up here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more farms in the future, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.